So I've been spending about a little bit of time in the northwest Seattle area, about 5 weeks now. And I lived here before, late '90s for a couple of years. And one thing I noticed has changed, other than the obvious, which is everything, right? But is the amount of like heroin junkies around here. Like that's always been a problem, I mean, Northwest Seattle, Portland is always known to be junkie central, right? But man, maybe I just didn't notice before because I wasn't really paying attention. wasn't really, um, I don't know, wasn't really experienced hard drugs, and I don't know, just wasn't paying attention basically. And now it's like, now that I've been around the block a few times, it's like I notice these things. And it's like, tell you what, I mean, like the amount, like junkies compared to like other drug addicts or whatever is noticeable compared to like Southern California, which has its fair share. I mean, every place has its fair share of drug addicts, right? But here it seems like the heroin is a big one. Like I've never seen a place where it's like you see more heroin addicts than say meth addicts. Like your homeless people, or the majority of them are heroin addicts instead of your typical alcoholics and methods. It's like I don't know. It just struck me as kind of odd. I've never seen that before. But yeah, there is no fucking doubt that the Northwest is the heroin capital of the United States. Anyway, no doubt about it. I noticed that in Portland somewhat, but even more so in Seattle. And it's just, it is what it is. It's kind of interesting. I wonder why that is. I don't really know why that is, as opposed to like, say, why is it Washington and why is it not New York or New Jersey, which I'm sure there is a substantial amount too, but those are much bigger cities. Seattle's really not that big. So for it to have the heroin problem that it does, it's kind of interesting. Just from a sociological perspective, I'd like to know why. Like, what makes this place so special? You think with all the gloom, and the rain, that people being depressed would be looking for uppers, not downers. But it doesn't seem to work that way. It seems like, begots the other one because it's like, I see a lot more in heroin's and massive depressants. So it seems like people would rather go down than up here. But maybe that's just what they're acclimated to with the weather. It probably has nothing to do with the weather. It probably has something to do with it's much more practical. But yeah, it's interesting. Like in San Diego, I mean, another interesting thing is like people refer to dope. They refer to dope in San Diego. They're referring to meth. We refer to dope out here. They're referring to heroin, which is weird because it's like, yeah, the same word, right? Completely different meanings. Like, if you ask for a bag of dope in San Diego, you get a bag of meth. You ask for a bag of dope up here, you get a bag of heroin. Um, I don't know. Just something I'd like to share with you guys that I've been been around the block enough that I can make a pretty objective you know um, objective call on this. And yeah, Seattle, Northwest in general, but especially Seattle is definitely the heroin capital of the United States. No doubt about it.